Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation and we're an expanding nation, even though we are an evolving nation. Okay, an emerging nation even. We're currently expanding through 2 new programs that we're introducing within our community. The first one that will be available, in fact, it was launched on the 8th, although it is paused at the moment, and that is the 777 plan. And I'll tell you a bit more about it and why it's paused at the moment in a moment. But my advice, if you're not already a citizen, is become a citizen of We Share Abundance, because things are very exciting at the moment. There's no cost or obligation to get involved. All you need to do is register, prove you're a real person, and that's it. Okay? Many doors of opportunity will be available for you. It's up to you whether you choose to walk through them or not. Okay. When you do join, you will be recognized as a human being. Nothing more, nothing less. We recognize that every human being is unique, but we're not going to pigeonhole you because you're male or female, black or white, speak French or German or Italian or English or whatever else. Just purely as a human being. We don't separate people for any reason, and we recognize that because everybody is unique, they have something unique to offer our community, and therefore of equal value to every other member of our community. One big family of humanity, all linked together. When we get started in a moment with a little prayer to help us find true happiness in life, we'll follow that with a little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology. True happiness in life is what we all seek, and it's not something that you can buy. There are a lot of people that have plenty of cash, not happy. I'm not saying that cash is bad, will make you unhappy. All I'm saying is it won't buy you happiness. The only way you can get that true, lasting happiness that satisfies that inner need is through loving service to others. And when you go about your life in that way, you'll find that everything else that you want and need will be attracted to you. And so that's what our little prayer is about, and our little affirmation. And we'll be getting started in a moment. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading over there because that's where we see most of the comments, and we can put names to the people in Facebook, which we can't do from the app here. But in the app here, I can see we've got Luis Montero in. Am I the only one here who finds it strange? Congratulations to Bros. Finds what strange? Luis? Okay. We've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA, normally in on Facebook, which is here on YouTube today. And we've got somebody in from New Zealand in Facebook, but we don't know who it is because we just see Facebook users. So that's why I'm going to head over to Facebook. I'm going to make sure my speakers are off, first of all, because when we get to Facebook, it can cause feedback, and we don't want that. So here we go. Going to Facebook, I'm looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And I'll be looking for the 18th of March. So far, so good. Click to expand. And we get the comments panel up. And we've got Andrew Dean in from Auckland in New Zealand. Right. Oh, somebody else just popped in. Maureen from London in the UK. We will get people streaming in now. But let's get started right away with a short prayer to help us find that happiness in life that I talked about, followed by a little affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology, get rid of any prejudices that we may have picked up along the way. We've got Verna in as well from South Africa. So representatives from many continents already, and lovely to have you all. Let's get started. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds the joy of service. and through service attracts true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And that little affirmation, we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay. Who else? We've got more people in while being there. We've got Stephen in from Illinois, got Carl Lucas in from New Zealand, and we've got Derek in from Nigeria. So let me bring you up to date. First of all, we are still working. We're still paused in the 777 plan. We're still working on it. There are that bug where some people were getting incorrectly allocated. We still haven't been able to resolve, but we are close to it, we think. However, the major issue is going to be in how we correct the placements that have gone before. And so what I've said to Devyani is we will stand by any commissions that have been paid rather than trying to correct commissions and things. We'll stand by any commissions that have been paid. If you've been paid them in error, you're lucky, you'll keep them. But we must transfer the people to the correct position, because every person that is placed in your pay line is worth tens of thousands of dollars. And so it is important that we get them in the right position. You may think it's only $4 or $8 or whatever it may be for the different phases. It's much, much, much more than that, I can assure you. Every pay line that you open, and everybody that is either referred by you or passed up to you in phase 1 becomes a personal referral in phase 2. Personal referrals open up new pay lines. So you may in phase 1 only earn $12 or $17, and you may think, what's the use of all these other people when I'm not getting paid for them? You are going to get paid big time for every one of them. So you don't want to be losing any, and we will not allow you to lose any through errors in the programming. We will correct it. We will get it back as it should be. And it doesn't matter how long it takes. We will do it. And it is our priority. And once that's done, and the changes to the phase 1 from when we started are not that big, actually. We can get those done fairly quickly. The main thing is making sure those placements are correct. As I say, if you lose somebody through an incorrect placement, it's not just a few dollars, it's tens of thousands of dollars that you're going to lose. That's what every pay line is worth to you. So we must correct it regardless of the difficulties. We will get it done, however long it takes. Hopefully it won't take too long, but if it takes a while, we will get it right. And until it's right, we will not reopen the 777 plan for new members. You will not be getting any free entry allocations or anything like that. Everything is paused until we get those placements corrected. So there have been discussions today with Devyani about that. And as I say, what's gone in the past, if you've made a commission and it shouldn't have been paid to you, you're lucky. We're not going to take it back. We're not interested in clawing back those initial commissions, but we must place the people correctly. It's so important. And so we will be working on that now. I've also been working on getting some of the videos updated and changed on the main 777 plan page. I've got the main compensation plan plan video updated. I'm at present working on the Power of Seven, I think it is called, video. And I've not managed to get that updated and loaded yet. But while we're paused, it's an excellent time for me to get through all these. However, tomorrow, I'm not going to be here for most of the day. If you've not been following, you'll not know why, so I'll tell you. Tomorrow morning, I am travelling to Barnstaple. It's not that far away. It's about an hour's drive. And the reason that I'm going in the morning is because I want to connect with as many car dealerships as possible so that we can sort out the car that has been already allocated to us through the Beyond Infinity car program. It's $50,000. We're not going to get $50,000 out of it, but it doesn't matter how much we get. It's all bonus and it all helps. But we do need a car dealer to process the car for us and hopefully buy it back from us with no mileage on at a good price. I'm hoping that we can get at least 80% of the value, which would be, of course, $40,000, and $40,000 into our treasury will help an awful lot. It will help us get a few people that we owe money to paid off and improve our stability immensely. Once we get the first car sorted out, it's not too difficult then, because we'll have somebody that knows what's happening and how it's all working. And when the second car comes through, that second car is $125,000. So I'm hoping we can get about $100,000 out of that one. If we get less, we get less. But anything we get really is a bonus and it goes in to our plan. But I am aiming for 80% or more if we can get it. Okay. So that's why I'm going there in the morning. I've got to be there in the afternoon anyway, because many of you know that I had an operation on this eye and it didn't go as well as these operations normally go. And it's got stitches in the eye. I don't know how they put stitches in an eye, but anyway, I've got stitches in there which have to be removed. And so that appointment is set for tomorrow. Now, I'm not convinced that they've made the appointment correctly, because I think it should be one in the surgery and they've sent me to the main hospital, but we'll have to wait and see. But I've got to be there for that in the afternoon anyway. So I thought, okay, while I've got to travel up there, we might as well get the car dealerships sorted out if we can. So that is my mission tomorrow. My main important thing for We Share Abundance is to find a dealer that can work with us in a reasonable way, hopefully getting us at least 80% of the value of the cars that are coming through. We buy a car every week at the moment. How long will it take to start seeing these coming through regularly? I don't know. It depends on the Beyond Infinity program. But we are in line for multiple vehicles over the coming weeks, and that will be ongoing for as long as Beyond Infinity is ongoing, because we'll just keep putting vehicles in. We've got, I did add it up at one time and it was short of $1 million. We're probably over $1 million worth of vehicles now. I don't know how long it'll take to realize that cash. Nobody knows, not even Beyond Infinity know. But it isn't likely to be within 12 months. It's likely to be spread over several years. Hopefully Beyond Infinity will be around for that length of time. It'll help every one of us, and it will put a lot of money into our treasury. Okay, who else have we got in? Let's have a look. I see we had Derek from Nigeria. We've got Bazina in from Edinburgh in Scotland, Richard from Devon in England, Kingsley from Manchester in England. Okay, so that is really where we're up to with the updates. I can't do much else. The Share Hope plan I can't get at really until we've done the 777 plan. I need to update the videos there. There are various other things that need to be done. I won't be doing it tomorrow. I should be back here in time for our usual meeting at 7 p.m. and I'll let you know how we've gone on. And then hopefully Thursday and Friday I'll be able to get some work done, and we'll be crashing on. If we can get the 7-7 plan back up and working as it should be, then we can concentrate on the Share Hope plan and get that one running as well. And that will also benefit all our members immeasurably. Yeah, you do have to put your hand in your pocket. It's $2.50 per week. Now, if you can't afford that, you can earn that without putting your hand in your pocket by referring others. You can also earn it from the 777 plan once that is unpaused. Okay, once we've got it going again, very, very quickly you can earn $2.50, $5, $10, $20, $50. It's all down to you. You can earn enormous amounts of cash from that 777 program if you're active. If you're passive, you're still going to make money, but it'll take you time. Just to recap on that, because people have a misunderstanding of when the regular sort of income starts, and it's not a guarantee. It is potential, right? And it's based on the free entries. So if you are totally passive, after joining in 7 days, you qualify for a free entry. In other words, we'll put somebody into your system. You can choose who it is that goes in there, but if you don't choose somebody within 24 hours, we'll stick somebody in there anyway. And that is your first free entry, and it will benefit you by filling your position 2. It won't pay you a commission, but it will benefit you by completing position 2 in your line of referrals, I suppose we can call them. I don't know. Okay, position 1 can only be filled by you personally referring somebody. No other way that position 1 can be filled. So if you're passive, that just stays empty. So position 2 you get, and that's passed up to your sponsor. Now, when I say you qualify after 7 days, that doesn't guarantee that you will get that free entry on day 7 or day 8. It means that you're eligible, and as long as we've got free entries, they will be allocated to you. And there shouldn't be a problem with that, particularly with the changes we've made in phase 1. But if there is, you might have to wait longer. Okay? It is not guaranteed to be 7 days. 7 days is when you are qualified to receive that first free entry. Once you've received a free entry, from the date of that free entry to getting your next one takes 30 days to qualify. So it's a minimum of 37 days before you get that second free entry, which will go into position 3. Position 3 does not pay you a commission. Position 3, you retain. It's not passed up. That is somebody that is going to be worth tens of thousands of dollars to you as somebody that is in a pay line, a new pay line for you. Although you don't get paid in phase 1 for position 3, you don't get paid in any of the phases for position 3. The funds that would have been paid out in commission and come to admin are used instead to build that free entry pool. So 37 days minimum will have passed, and you still not put any money in your pocket. You're still $5 out of pocket if you paid your $5 to get into phase 1. You may have paid more because you may have got into more than phase 1. Most people do. Most people get into at least phase 3, and many people get into phase 4 and phase 5, and some into phase 6, and quite a lot into phase 7. Okay? But taking it as a minimum, you've paid your $5, you've waited at least 37 days, and you've got 2 people in your position 2 and 3, but you've earned nothing. But that person in position 3, if they're active, they could refer somebody immediately, boom, and you would get a pass up from them as soon as they've got somebody into position 2. If they don't refer anybody, or if they refer just one person, after 7 days, they also qualify for their first free entry. And once that free entry goes in, it goes into their position 2, you get a pass up. So that's a minimum of 44 days for you to see your first commission, because that pass up does not go into position 4, which is also a pass up position. It goes into a pay line. All pass ups always go into a pay line, which is position 5. The person in position 5 is in the same situation. As soon as that position 2 is filled, could be from their own referrals, could happen very quickly. It could be from a free entry that they'll qualify for after 7 days. That will also go into position 2 and you'll be passed up to you. And that will just keep happening. So potentially, not guaranteed, potentially, once you have received your first commission, you will get additional people into your pay line roughly every 7 days. Potentially, it's not guaranteed. It could be longer. It could happen faster. Okay, but potentially you're getting a new pay line opened up. It's not a new pay line in that phase, but it's a new position in your line of referrals, and it will become a pay line in phase 2. Now in phase 1, once you've got 3 commissions other than position 1, you don't get paid any more commissions. So you can only make $12 or $17 out of phase 1, but you keep building those people into your business. And as they follow you through into phase 2, it doesn't take very long. It only takes getting position 7 filled. Even if you've not got position 1 filled, you've got position 5, 6, and 7 filled. You've earned enough. Everybody's earned enough to be into phase 2. They will follow you through. If you're totally passive, you're looking at 58 days minimum to get into phase 2. But once people are starting following you through, then they're going to be following you through roughly every 7 days, potentially. Not guaranteed, potentially. It's likely to happen because we are creating so many free entries, but it can't be guaranteed, okay? But every time, once you start getting people following you through into phase 2, they're going to be following you through roughly every week. And once you get into phase 2, you're not going to be getting one pass up from people, because everybody is going to complete phases, positions 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 2 and 4 are going to be passed up to you. So you're going to get 2 people passed up for everybody that follows you through as a pay line, okay? And those are just going to keep multiplying as you go through the phases, paying you more and more money. And that's why we have to be sure that everybody is placed correctly, because it's not just about that single commission. It's not just about that $4 or the $8 or the $16. It's about that pay line that is generating more and more and more people onto infinity through the fuel of the free entries. And that is literally tens of thousands of dollars per person. And in a few months' time, a lot of our members will be seeing the power of that. It takes a while to get it really moving along, but you will start seeing that in months 3, 4, particularly month 5, you're going to start seeing it. Month 6, wow. Month 7, unbelievable. By Christmas, you are going to be in cloud cuckoo land. You're going to be in paradise, okay? Financially. The more you help other people, the more you spread the word, the more happiness you will receive to go with your money. The money won't buy you the happiness. Search for the happiness and you'll find that you've got more money than you know what to do with, and everything you want and need in life. Okay. So that's where we are. We will not reopen new members into phase 7. We will not do anything with it until we've got those placements 100% correct, because they are so important to you. Tens of thousands of dollars per placement. We're not worried, as I say, about reclaiming commissions. If we've allocated commissions incorrectly, okay, you're lucky, you've made a bit of a commission that you wouldn't have done normally. You've won. But we will make sure that everybody wins, and wins in the way that they should, through the correct placements. It is that important. And that's where we are. So hopefully by tomorrow night, we'll have an update on that, whether we've managed to fix that bug. Deviani will be working on her own. I won't be here. We'll see if we've managed to strike a deal with a dealership. There are several dealerships in Barnstaple. There aren't any more close to me, any locally. Barnstaple is the best place to go, where we can approach several different dealerships. I'm going to go initially for Ford, because Ford is the best-selling vehicle in this country at the moment. Ford, forgotten which one it is now, but they've got a Ford that sells for about $25,000 to £25,000, I think, which is the best-selling vehicle in the UK. We've got a lot of vehicles that'll be coming in at 25,000. So it's wise to have the best-selling vehicle. People know it. They'll be happy to buy it at a discount. And we can therefore move the money quicker into our treasury than by having some obscure car or something that not as many people want. So I'll be going flat out to see if we can get that sorted out with the Ford dealership. If that fails, we've got a lot of others that we can go to. I'll be looking at the Nissan distributorship. That's the second most popular vehicle, and so on. I'll get round as many as I can if we need to tomorrow. But once we've got one established, one that says, yeah, okay, we're set to go. Okay, so that is where we'll be, and I'll bring you up to date with it tomorrow. Anything else? Numbers. I don't think I've given them to you for the past few days. I have got them, but I don't remember giving them to you. I'm surprised today, actually, because yesterday I told you a couple of days ago that we would be having a lot of people coming out because there was a situation where people were being signed up without knowing what they were getting signed up for. I'm not going into the reasons behind it and everything now, but they didn't have a clue. They were just signing up, and they never had any intention of logging in or doing anything with it. They didn't even know what it was. So I told you we'd be getting quite a few hundred people dropping out because of that. And we have, because in the last 5 days, we had a net decrease of 33, then a net decrease of 108, a net decrease of 67. Yesterday, a net decrease of 192. So I'm surprised today that we have a net increase of 7 to 41,626 registered members. When we're talking about net in registered members, we take out people that haven't logged in for a couple of months, and that's why these people that were signed up under the wrong instigation, or I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. They never logged in, so they're getting logged out, taken out of the database. And that's why I'm surprised we've got a net increase today of 7. I don't think that'll carry on. I think we'll be seeing net decreases again for a while, but we'll just keep our eye on it. We always get new registrations, and those registrations, of course, are offset against the removals. Now, normally we get more registrations than people were taking out, but in this period, we're going to get a lot of people coming out, and we need an awful lot of people, new registrations coming in to offset that. So that's why we talk about a net figure in the registrations. Active membership is different. It's people that have joined and logging in and completing their KYC verification. You can participate in anything that we have without being classed as an active member, but you can't withdraw your money. So it makes sense to become active as quickly as possible. You've only got to do your KYC once, and once it's done, you can forget about it. That's it, you're in, and you're all set to go. So we had an increase of 4 in our active members in the last 24 hours to 2,440. It was 15 active members increase yesterday, 12 the day before, and so on. It tends to be up and down a little bit, but we are steadily growing in our active member database. Multiply Weezer, not a lot happening there, and it won't for a while until we can get on to moving that Weezer token onto the Binance Smart Chain and whacking the value up from where it is now, which is pretty much zero, to a couple of dollars or $3, and that will reactivate that plan. There are a lot of people in there. We've got about 15,000 in. How many? We've got 15,159 email verified members in there. Only 6,461 are active members. That are people that have bought advertising in there. But those people will start making money again once we get that token transferred, and we'll get onto that as soon as we can. We do have to build the 777 plan completely, get it back online. We need to get the ShareHope plan activated. We need to get the mall built. We need to get the Fun Miracle site working, and we need to get that Weezer token sorted out. Lots of things to do. Very easy to say them. To actually get them all completed, it's a big job. Okay. Right. I can't see any more questions in the Facebook now. So let me go back to the app, and we'll see if we've got any more people in there from YouTube or Twitch. I thought it was strange that Bros won again. It's the 3rd time in 4. He's just lucky. Okay. Will it be normal? The more people that participate in the raffle, the less people are likely to win it multiple times. But when we have not an awful lot of people participating, there were 100 and odd tickets sold. I know a lot of people buy like 10, 12 tickets each. So it's not a lot of people that are actually competing. So the chances of somebody winning are pretty high, really. So the fact that somebody's won it 3 out of 4, if that's what it is, then it's just luck. It is a totally random thing. Let me see if we've got anybody else in. We've got Don in from Vancouver Island in Canada. Deborah says, I'm in the car, so I'm in listening mode on YouTube. Okay. You've got some technical ability there. I couldn't do that. I don't know how I would ever get anything to work in the car on YouTube and listen. You're streets ahead of me in technical ability, Deborah. Okay. We got Ron in from Amsterdam. Hi there, Ron. And we got somebody in from California that's popped in since I left Facebook. A few people that it could be, but let's have a look and see if we can pick somebody out. Oh, it's Leon. Leon one of our very much appreciated support team. So that's two of our support team that we've got in Facebook. They both need your support and gratitude for the work that they do. It's Richard Atkins and Leon Henderson, both there. And of course, we have people behind the scenes, two lovely ladies in particular, Liz and Audrey, who are all deserving of your appreciation for the effort that they put in as volunteers, helping our members. Okay. And I see we've just got Toby in from Nigeria as well. And he's in just in time to hear me say goodbye. Okay, because I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly, hopefully with a lot of good news. We'll keep our fingers crossed. And until then, do your bit. Get out there, go the extra mile. Share love and abundance. Be WISA warriors. Get people into We Share Abundance ready for when we open the 777 plan again. They'll be in the power line for the Share Hope plan. It will benefit them enormously. You don't realize how much good you can do for somebody by getting them into We Share Abundance. God bless you all. I'll see you all tomorrow. Until then, I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go